welcome to my channel. In today's video we've got a tag. I'm so excited about this tag. Now when I saw it on Mascara to Midnight's channel, which I love her, I'm gonna put her information down in the description box. She is phenomenal. She's one of those people that I feel like we would be friends in real life. I love her. Her and a couple other of the people I'm following on YouTube. It's like I feel like I want to know everything about them. Low-key stalking, but that's okay. That's okay. I want to, this is like, I think it was like 50 questions. I'm going to do the 25 that Mascara to Midnight. I always want to say Midnight to Mascara. Sorry, doll. Mascara to Midnight. I'm going to do the same questions she did. And then I'm going to nominate Imperfect Beauty, Kelly, and Young, Wild, and Polished because I would love to hear their answers to these. Now, I do have it kind of down here. If I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. The first question is, what's your favorite candle scent? So, I'm not a candle person at all. I know that sounds crazy. I've just never found a candle that fills the room. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the description box. Leave them down there in the comment section. Let me know what your favorite candle scents are, and I'll go try them, or candle brands. Now, if it comes to just a scent, and I think that was the question, this is why this video is going to be 800 hours long. A little ADD going on where I'm going to jump all around. It's probably like anything sweet. I do have this little marble jar back here. It's like a candle warmer or wax warmer, and it's got cupcake or anything vanilla, anything sweet, or like a cooking, anything like that, like a cinnamon twirl. I love those. So there's the answer. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? I had to think about this one, but it would definitely be Sandra Bullock. Just a funny girl. I love anything that makes me laugh. If you make me laugh, we're pals. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? That one I got like this. It was so simple. And it was Adam Sandler. He's hilarious, and he's kind of like that stupid funny. And the reason I probably want him as my celebrity brother is because he reminds me a lot of my actual brother, Cody. He is stupid funny. Let's see. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? I was 19 when I got married. So, I was 19. Do you know a hoarder? I don't know one personally, but when I think of hoarding, I think of, you know, those people like you see on TV that like have crazy stuff. Now, I do think I have hoarding tendencies. Tiffany calls me the most organized hoarder she's ever met. Back in this dresser, I have every single box or packaging that any piece of my makeup came in. I'm one of them people that like associate a feeling when I bought it to that makeup. There's certain items that I still pick up and I can remember frustration. I know like every time I pick up this blush, and I love this blush, so it happens a lot. Every time I pick up this blush, I think of the frustration and the anxiety that BoxyCharm caused me. So I really associate feelings with my makeup. Please tell me down there that I'm not the only one that does that. Now, I will show you guys something. So this is one of them tags that I'm really letting you into my personal life. So I'm going to zoom over here and show you. It is messy. It's out of view, so you don't see it. But I kind of want you to get an idea. So we're going to move. Here we go. See all these boxes back here. I know, it's crazy. I end up, now I'm going to have to get you right back where you were. Stay with me. We're going to shake a little. I end up keeping every single box that, I feel like you're crooked. See what I mean? See what I mean by that ADD thing? It's terrible. I end up keeping now we're going to shake. I'll move too so it doesn't look like we're shaking. We're just moving. I keep every single box that is mailed to me because, and I have a reason, and I see that a lot on that television show Hoarders. It's like they always have an idea or a project they're going to start. So I keep all these boxes because I'm like, when I do giveaways or when I send out gifts, I can just reuse them. That's my whole purpose. But listen, every time I go to do a giveaway or mail out a gift, I go to the post office and I buy a box there every single time. So that's crazy. And I think like when it comes to crazy, if you know it's crazy, it's not crazy, right? Because crazy people don't know they're crazy. I feel like I know that's for a fact. Let's go on to the next one. Can you do a split? I could in high school. I don't think I could now, and I don't think it would be a good idea at my age to attempt to do one now. How old were you? Oh, I just went off the page. Listen, there she goes. She's talking. Oh my goodness, I love it. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? I had to call my mom on this one because I was not sure, but I was 8. I think Mom probably made that up because I felt like she got it really fast. And so, okay. How many oceans have you swam in? So I have been in Florida. So, of course, the Atlantic, Florida, Jamaica, the Bahamas. But now I've also been at Panama City, which would be the Gulf. So is that, I don't know. We're not gonna debate that one. Let's see. How many countries have you been to? Not very many. Just the United States. We've traveled a bunch, like we love to cruise, and we've done, you know, Jamaica, that kind of thing, but I haven't really traveled far out of my little southern states. I mean, you know, Florida, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, those kind of things. And of course, my parents live in Daytona, Florida, so we go there a lot. Traveling is something that I think would be amazing. It's definitely on the list, but that's really the only place I've been. I was very impressed with Mascara to Midnight. Did I say it right? Or is it Midnight? No, Mascara to Midnight. I was so impressed with her answer on that. She's been all over the world. That's why, too, when you guys tell me, like, Love from Pakistan and Cupcake, I think you're in Austria. When you guys tell me where you're from, I get so excited. Like, I can't believe you're that far away. It amazes me. Okay, let's see. Is anyone in your family in the Army? No, they're not. I think like an uncle was in the Army, but I think that's kind of it. I know we've got friends where husbands and fathers have been in the Army, and my Mason, my 17-year-old, wants to go into the military. We are a super loving military family, even though we don't have family in the military. It's one of them things that I think we owe them everything. The fact that I can sit here safely in my home tonight, knowing my loved ones are in their homes tonight safe, and we're not having to worry about things, and I have the right to say whatever I want to say on a, you know, on a YouTube platform. We owe to the military. So yeah, but the answer is no. Let's see. What would you name your daughter if you had one? It would definitely be Madison, and we would call her Maddie. I always love that. It says, what would you name a son if you had one? I've got 2 sons. I've got Matt and Mason, and I like they have initials like M&M. I always love those names that are the same name and the same initial. I think it sounds so cool, so Hollywood. I do regret, though, and I know me and my husband joke about this, Mason, you know, it's just like M-A-S-O-N, but I wish I had named him Myson, like Tyson, but Myson, and spelled it like M-Y-S-O-N, like my son. I think that would be cool. Of course, probably people would call him Mice, so I don't know. Let me know if you've ever heard anyone named Myson. I think that's pretty cool. What did you dress up for? Wait, I skipped 1. I skipped 2. What's the worst grade you got on a test? Probably a 0, like missing a test. I mean, I loved school because of, I played sports and I had friends in school, but it wasn't like I loved school. There were days I definitely missed, so probably like a 0 for missing a class or a test. Let's see. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? So back in my day, we had actual like big fat TVs, and we didn't have like TiVo or something that recorded or rewound and fast forward shows. And I remember like Monday through Friday we had school and homework, and we didn't get to watch much TV. And then Sunday, my dad's a pastor, so it was kind of like church all day Sunday. But every Saturday morning, I would get up early, like I would set an alarm clock and get up early to watch Star Search. I loved that show. And then when, like throughout the day, I would pretend I was on Star Search. And oddly enough, I always won. I always won. See, that was such a simple question, and I had to give it such a big answer. Let's see. What did you dress up as Halloween when you were 8? I asked Mom that. She couldn't remember that one, and I was waiting on her to kind of make up something like she did the bicycle. I don't know. We always had fun during Halloween. My mother is one of those, crazy, holiday people that like Christmas, we have all kinds of lights, and Easter was a big deal at church, and Valentine's Day, and we got chocolates and candies. So she always made every holiday just so big. So I know we probably did something crazy, but I don't know what. Let's see. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? I have not. I feel like they're really good series. Like, I should read them. If you have read them, let me know down in the comments, like, which one to start with. Now, I do love reading. I'm a big fan of Stephen King. Anything, like, scary or romantic mystery, like Nora Roberts. I love her. So, yeah, I do love Audible, too. Like, I never thought I would be, like, a book on tape kind of gal. But it's pretty neat, like if you're driving to work, or even if I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner, if I'm not watching YouTube channels, then I'm definitely listening to my book, and it's so neat. I love Audible. If you guys want to know more about Audible, let me know. I can tell you how to save a little money on it. Let's see what else. Would you rather have an American or a British accent? Oh my gosh, a British accent. So in Mascara to Midnight's video, she showed how her Siri was an Australian accent. I freaked out. I ran to my husband and I'm like, give Siri an English accent, please. I love English accents. I think they're so fancy, and they're so, it's just like, do you want a cup of tea? It's so cool. I love an English accent. If I could talk an English accent all the time, I totally would. I think it's the best accent ever. Especially with my southern accent, like a southern British accent. Oh my goodness, that would make me excited. Did your mother go to college? She did not, but my mom was is a jack of all trades. She worked with my dad when we were growing up. My mom can work like a man. Like, she can paint a room in 5 minutes. Okay, I mean like 20, but she can do plumbing, electrical. She can clean. She can do everything. But no, she did not go to college. She did the whole hard knock school. The school of hard knocks. Isn't that what people say? Let's see. Are your grandparents still married? My grandmother, when she passed away, was married to my grandfather, but he's passed away. And then my other grandmother was not married when her husband my grandfather had already passed away. I think there's no pain in this world like losing a grandparent. It's gut-wrenching. If you've still got, this video went from super happy and all over the place to me crying. If you have a grandparent, just pause this video, send them a text if they know how to text. I know that, our grandparents' generation, they're a little older. Call them on the phone, just put them in your thoughts. Oh, let's move on. Did you ever take karate lessons? I did not. Yeah, I was scrappy. Oh, man. I was scrappy enough. I'm pretty sure my parents would have thought that was a bad idea to give me, like, an actual weapon. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Absolutely, I know who Kermit the Frog is. What's the first amusement park you've been to? That's Six Flags over Georgia. We live like 15 minutes away. We usually do like season pass or go for like Fright Fest. We love Six Flags. Let's see. How many times have I said okay, I went to what language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? If it was a matter of just which one I would want to be, it would be French, because I think it's so sexy. It's just, not even sexy like dirty, but it's just it's like the language of love, right? It's just when I hear people talk in French, I'm just like, yes, tell me more. And I don't even know what they're saying, but it's such a beautiful language. But I guess if it was a language that I feel would be the most helpful, that would definitely be Spanish, because, I work at Victoria's Secrets, and I feel like a lot of times when I deal with Spanish-speaking customers, they don't get the full effect of me because I only can do the minimum. So I would give anything to actually be able to talk Spanish and really talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, my kids know Spanish, so they do help me with a few words. And then my husband knows the dirty words from work, but we're not supposed to say those. Let's see. Do you spell the color gray or gray? I spell, like when I'm talking the color, it's G-R-A-Y. AY, because I'm pretty sure that's what's on the crayon, the actual gray crayon. But when I first heard her, Mascara to Midnight, say that, I thought of Grey's Anatomy, and that's Grey. This question intrigued me. I asked my husband, I asked my kids, I asked random people at work, my family, my friends, how do you spell Grey? So it was kind of weird getting different answers. My 17-year-old was like, Mom, it is Grey. He tried to break it down in an English lesson. So it's cool how you have different answers for that. I like that one. And then, is your father bald? There have been so many times in my YouTube channel that I have wanted to be able to know editing, and so I could put things up when I talk about them. This is the #1 time that I would give anything to put up a picture. Maybe, could I find him on Facebook? I really should have had that prepared, because I bet I could pull him up on Facebook, but I really don't want I don't want this video to be so long that nobody wants to watch it because it's 800 hours. My father has got the most hair you've ever seen. I mean, it's not long hair, right, Mom? It's not long hair, but it's, you know, it's short hair, and it's just gorgeous hair. Gorgeous hair. And it's thick and full. So yeah, my dad's got lots of hair. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. I hope this tag helped you learn a little bit more about me. I remember thinking when I was first reading over the questions, these questions are kind of silly. Like, you know, I don't understand how this is going to help. But when I watched her video, it was so neat hearing her answers, how she saw the answers, and that information that she felt was important to share with us. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to do the other 25 questions, or if you want to do like a Q&A, let me know down in them comments. You guys know I love to just turn the camera on and talk to you. I can definitely do that. These are probably my favorite videos. I am still working on the husband does my makeup challenge. He said when I get to 1,000 subscribers, he's gonna let him do my makeup. So spread the word. That would be hilarious. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit that button, become part of our family. Bye, y'all.